gold down there, Diane. There's gold down there.
You're like their number one favorite guy. Because you won them cash. We have so much to talk about this week. There's so many characteristics of this course. The field is utterly stacked. And of course, we want to hear a little bit more about your PGA Championship win as well. But first of all, we have to go back to last week, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. And we had said on our show that it was seen as being a bit of a weaker field, especially after Dustin Johnson withdrew. However, it was an action-packed tournament, and Daniel Berger's eagle on 18 to seal the deal is one of the greatest putts I've seen on the PGA Tour for a really long time, probably since that DJ and Ram in the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Yeah, as you said, Diane, there was a very poor field at the beginning of the week, but by the end of the week, the course won again. Pebble Beach was the star, of course, and all the top players were at the top of the leaderboard. We saw Max Homa hit a great shot on 18. We saw Jordan Spieth, we predicted that he would be back in the action. He certainly was. He still has a few things he's got to figure out to get over that last bit. But the whole day was won by Daniel Berger, who shot a 64 yesterday with an eagle on 18. Your brother was in the mix until he got a crazy ruling on number 5. But all said and done, the best player won the tournament last week, Daniel Berger. He was just too strong, too consistent coming down the stretch.
Thing is, Berger played great consistently, and then on Saturday when he was playing with Jordan Spieth on 18, he hit his tee shot off to the right, out of bounds. I mean, there was a moment where he was asking the rules official to get the string out so they could measure to make sure it was. Ended up making double bogey, and to have that kind of sour taste in your mouth on, well, end of Saturday, starting your round on Sunday, it didn't affect Berger. It maybe affected him in a positive way because it just made him fight even harder.
Well, I think the whole golfing world was looking at Jordan Spieth with a 2-shot lead. We saw him make that famous shot now already on the 16th hole, an 8-iron from about 150 yards where he holed it on Saturday. By the way, Diane, you can hit it out of bounds. Depending on where the wind is on 18, you can hit it out of the bounds very easily on 18. We saw Pat Perez when he was a rookie.
Oh, yay.
18, knocked it out of bounds. I think he broke his club over his knee that day. Yes, but Daniel Berger came back and eagled it on Sunday. The wind laid down for him. When that wind comes in off the left, it's particularly difficult to get that ball down the left side of that tree because you have to take on so much of the ocean.
Yeah.
The natural thing is to bail a little bit. But no, it's those houses, Diane, they're right there.
They are really right there. As you say, all the pressure was on Jordan Spieth, and having a brother who was in contention on Sunday, we kept saying that on Sunday morning, that there was no pressure on Russell whatsoever because there were mountains of pressure on Jordan Spieth. 2 weeks in a row being in contention, back at course, he won the tournament in 2017. With all that pressure, from what you saw of him on Sunday, did the pressure get to him, or what was it about his game on Sunday that didn't translate to that victory?
Well, we talked about after he played well at Phoenix, you and I did, about what he had to do a little better to play well at Pebble. We knew his putting was hot. It stayed hot. I mean, yes, he didn't make every putt at Pebble Beach on the weekend. He's still got that little issue with his driver where we all are not sure where it's going, including him. But, Jordan is an enormous – I was texting with Jason Duffner on the phone, and he is mesmerized by when Jordan just gets a little bit of a sniff of anything near the lead, he's able to catapult himself in. It may take another guy 3 months to work on their swing or 6 months before they feel comfortable enough. Not Jordan Spieth. He's a gifted competitor. He doesn't need many things in his toolbox to get up there and win, and he's almost done it 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he said after his round yesterday that he feels the most confident in his game than he has in a really long time. And you could see it. For years, he was slumped. He didn't have that confidence. And Colt Knost, who's a good friend of Jordan's, was on the telecast for Golf Channel over the week. And he said that too, that he didn't have that confidence. The way he walks now, the way he talks to himself, his relationship with his longtime caddy, things are back in place for Jordan. And he's said himself, we're going to talk about this later on in the show as well, that Riviera is one of his favourite golf courses. However, you do see a bit of a question mark over this week.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk about it this week as we go into our show, why Jordan has said that Riviera is his favorite golf course on the tour. He was on the winning Texas Longhorn National Championship team in 2012 at Riviera. So I'm going to handicap him and everybody else on this course this week right here on the show.